That's the sound of the Ukrainian Gaza war, the artillery. Just now, Ukrainian soldiers fired at Russian enemy positions with self-propelled artillery. It's less than 5 kilometers from here to enemy positions. The war doesn't stop here for a second.
As soon as we are given the command, we immediately carried out 2 S-3 Akatsia, Russian 152mm self-propelled howitzer.
What can it fire at?
Anything you want: tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, bunkers.
Vitaly is one of those who do not let Russians relax. He says there is a lot of work for the artillerymen here at Izyum direction because the enemy does not sleep.
They are firing every day using artillery, multiple launch rocket system, and cluster munitions all the time.
Vitaly does not talk much. He also does not like to boast about successful results. For him, it is not a new thing to fire at the Russian invaders, but just another day at work.
Залпом. 300. 30.
Дали цель. 24 снаряда.
We are given a target and 24 shells. As a result, 3 tanks were destroyed.
Russian?
Yes.
Do you know who is firing there?
What difference does it make anyway? Everyone will die.
Біло, тут був знак.
There was a square sign on the roof. It's gone now.
Not only Ukrainian artillery systems are operating on the front line against the Russian army, but also trophy Russian artillery systems. And in some areas, Ukrainian artillerymen have even more of them in their arsenal than their own.
З початку наступальних дій.
Since the beginning of the Russian Special Operation Offensive, or whatever they call it, the only difference is that they brought it to kill us, and now it is killing them.
This self-propelled artillery system was brought from the city of Murmansk in Russia to kill Ukrainians. Before it was seized by the armed forces of Ukraine, it was completely white.
Була їхня форма, були.
There were their uniforms, their belongings, there were water bottles and different bags of food. There was a lot of garbage.
Now it has been painted and repaired.
Їхньою технікою їх же ж і лупашимо.
We use their equipment to fire at them. We fired at different vehicles and tanks and enemy personnel and lightly armored vehicles and Grad multiple launch rocket systems, in general different vehicles.
And this is how Ukrainian aviation helps infantry to fire at Russian positions from the air.
The aircraft performed a combat flight, worked on the target, accomplished its task, maneuvered and left to the rear.
Russian enemy drones continue to fly over Ukrainian positions, but this is now rare. Ukrainian air defense successfully shoots them down.
As practice shows, they are running out of them. They are almost gone. They use them in their directions, and now there is no way to reconnaissance the entire front line.
Over the past week, the Russian occupiers have changed their tactics in the Izyum direction and decided to build up their forces.
They build up, then try again to attack somewhere, a certain area of the front, then retreat and again build up.
A few days ago, a unit of the Russian army also tried to capture a village in the Kharkiv direction. However, they failed.
Це була колона, там, здається, було...
It was a column that seemed to have 11 units of equipment, including tanks and infantry fighting vehicles, and multi-purpose towing vehicles. It was armored equipment. I think there were also Russian US types of equipment. It was impossible not to notice it. Our intelligence constantly monitors the movement of Russian equipment and accurately works on them.
The Ukrainian military is not only holding the defense, but is also going on a counteroffensive, freeing populated areas step by step from the Russian invaders. Everyone is motivated and willing to fight to the end. But to bring the day of freedom from the Russian occupiers closer, Ukrainians need more weapons. Reported by Marina Stepanenko, Anastasiya Zhuk, Alexei Idrisov, UATV News.